Right, good evening. It's the 12th of March, 2020. It's the 12th of March, 2026. Like the title says, what an oily day. It's an interesting play of the markets today, as usual. Hope everyone is well. And if you've been trading, hope you're having a good time with the markets. And if you haven't, well, hope you're keeping well too. But okay, I shall share my screen. And like the title says, what an oily day. I think I was trying to find something a bit interesting because not many people are having a good time at the markets at the moment. Again, tonight it's another episode of the market recap. Apparently, tonight it's unscripted. So hopefully I do not goof. But anyway, let's see what we have. So as usual, I wanted to start with oil, but I'm going to show you the cues quickly. But what do we have today? I have been talking about my box. You all know my box which I've been talking about. Hey, it's not exactly a Davos box, but or you might say, oh, we've seen an EMA there on BK's chart today, but no, taking it all out now. So there's nothing there. As usual, it's a naked chart. And you're gonna say, oh, I've heard it all before. Now you sound like a broken record. That's my daughter says, okay, I've heard it. But guess what? We have it here. And that's it right there. Again, we are still in the box. This minute, yo, we're going back. We're back. Oh, sorry if you sold. And today, oh no, what's going on? Everyone finds someone to blame. But look, what do we have there? I mean, we're still very much. So I've just encapsulated everything now. And you can see what date is that? Let's just let's check the entire date. So from 28th October till today, till this day, till this day, what do you have? Look, 135 days, and we still haven't made much move because let's see. Can you see? That's how we're trading. So we gap in between how many percent? Let's get rid of this. We are playing, I mean, if I'm going to stretch it a bit more. Yep. We're playing around 587 to 634 zone. So again, not a lot at all. I mean, okay, sorry, I like this actually better. Yeah, so if you look at it right there, so we have been up and down, what percent? About 8% range for 6 months. And it can be like that. You got to be able to trade within the range. 6 months, well, this is March, September, oh, sorry. Since October, November, December, and then yeah, for 6 months anyway, I would say, because there's some parts, some parts of October as well. So market hasn't really gone anywhere, and we have just been in a chop fest. Like yesterday, I called it a choppy salad, and today oily. Now, so we're not going anywhere, but overall, what do we have? Sorry, I spent some time looking at the cues. We're down 1.7%. I did say when we got here, I said, look, I don't know where we're going, but to be fair, really, we've only been down 30 points. So 30 points. I'm going to tell you a stunning fact, which is interesting. So we're down 30 points. Okay. So what does that mean? Not a lot. You know, we had a trillion of the markets today. Now, what is the key thing that's been moving? But if you look at the RSP, which is a more balanced, less volatile, equal weighted S&P, we're down 1.5%. So again, I mean, I've been saying this for a while. I don't see us going anywhere until we get out of the box. I didn't put a box on this one, but look at that. Went all the way and came down. But with the Qs, the minute we started straddling and struggling along the 600 level, I knew, yep, is market looking for some great news to take us out all the way? Or is it, or is it looking for some horrible news and find a reason to dump? But what I said was, oh, I've taken out the box. What I said was that, pardon me, we've got a lot more negative news than good. And unfortunately, we do have, we've brought the war on ourselves, affecting the global economy, the markets right now. So what can you do? Nothing. Be patient. You're not going to hear the last of me saying that be patient, risk management first. Now let's take it one step further. Let's look at the crude oil. Look at that. What an oily trade. Look, it went up. I covered when it went 100 to 85. I covered. But guess what? What just doesn't end like that. And as you can see, we are back down 97%. It was actually up 10% today. And if you look at the crude, oh my goodness, 68% year to date, 69%. That is just incredible. The last 1 week, 20%, 1 month. Look, regardless, we want peace in the world, but you got to say this war is just creating so much uncertainty, and market thrives on uncertainty. So talking about oily trades, I did say, was it yesterday, 2 days ago? I said, look, I believe there are opportunities in this market if you know where you're looking or where to look. I was just looking at Dow, which was a trade I had on. Look at that. Pr- That's a 10% today, and I still think this has got legs in it. Again, I've been talking about soybean for a while. Soybean in agriculture is a ZS, I think it is. Soybean futures. Look at that. That is just broken out aggressively from a range. Again, also wheat, which I've been talking about as well. Wheat cash contracts at W. Look at that. That is stunning. And then again, corn, full disclosure, I'm in corn. So you got to be able to know where to look. Sorry, there you go. ZC, should have been, yeah, there you go. So, for this one, actually, I conducted a live technical analysis. I can't remember how many weeks ago, or days ago it was. And there you go, breaking out again. So, very much early days for me, not talking about anybody else. This is not financial advice. Just for me, you've got to be able to trade futures if you want to be able to make money in this market. So, it's very much, it's all well and good picking individual stocks, but sometimes when they do not play, what do you do? Because I was talking about IGV, which is the tech software sector. But look at that. And if there's a sell-off, one thing, the message I sent to the guys in the group is, look, if there's war, there's a sell-off in the market, you cannot eat chips. And I'm not, no pun intended, you can't eat all these chips from Nvidia. You got to eat real food. So unfortunately, this is no go for me right now. I closed my trade when this printed profit, I took it out, went somewhere else. Another one is I think we do have, is it EON something? But we do have quite a few different trades. I think I was going to talk about, there's a tiny stock actually which has been doing great. Let me see if I think I have it written somewhere here. Okay, let me check my phone quickly. Um EONR, there you go. EONR is one which we've been talking about. There you go. This has just been incredible. Unfortunately, I'm not in this 51%. So, for the penny pinchers, that in the last month, 134%. That's impressive. I think there's another one. There's two of them. There's another one which I closed earlier. So these, like Druckenmiller will say, there's always a bull market somewhere. Look at that. This is again, look at this. This is incredible. I closed it early. I don't like staying too long in trades. 74% over the last 1 month. So if your portfolio is bleeding, you're not looking at the right place. Like I said again, there is a bull market somewhere, and if you look at, I mean, if you look at the key Magnificent Seven, they're not exactly doing very well right now. Why? Because when the market was bullish, when it was bubbling, everything was concentrated at one point. Look at year to date, Apple, not great. Let's find Nvidia. I do want to talk about the corporates, just want to talk about literally where we are right now. Nvidia, year to date, not great. Meta, don't know if I think one of them is green actually, but generally, maybe it's Netflix. Look at that Meta, Netflix, not great either. Oh yeah, sorry. That was 3.3%. Talked about Google. So, if you, and I'm not saying these guys are not going to do well, but there's got to be a time to have a time to plant and there's a time to harvest. I mean, overall, in the last 5 years, you could say this is impressive, of course, 200%. Great, but we do have we just have things not, you got to be able to spread your wings accordingly and know where the rotation is at. So let me just see what else I mean, I haven't got much exposure. You got to know when to apply your leverage and when not to. For me, generally, I'm having a great time at the markets. I don't know about you, but just one thing is you got to be careful. Don't over leverage. Don't overexpose yourself. Um, you know, don't avoid high beta, especially when things are not great. And of course, if you find something overvalued, of course, if you have to go short, you have to go short. I think Palantir started very well today. He was, I think they were just having deals upon deals upon deals. But unfortunately, he gave it all up. There you go, back to 152. Also, speaking of this, Adobe after hours, it was a disaster for them. And you can see right there, the CEO resigned as well. So it was down 7%. So this wasn't great. And finally, Rubric as well. I think this is actually a decent report because I actually I actually followed this. But given the state of the market, yeah, this is this is during the market, but after hours, he had a slight green. But like I said again, given the state of the market, nobody is buying software. You've got to is software, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. There you go. It's information tech service. But overall, right now, you've got to eat first. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, tomorrow is another day. It's the last day of the week tomorrow. We just hope things change and we find a way out of this war. Um, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. God bless and have a good night. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.